How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, here's my little recap video. I said I was going to make these things, so I'm going to do one real quick. And yeah, so this way you don't have to sit through the hour or 2 hours of waiting for the actual entries. I'm just going to cover the entries that I took, why I took them, and that's pretty much it. If you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking. If you're not, thank you for sticking around, guys. Welcome to my journey, right? This is not financial advice whatsoever. It's just me documenting my journey, and hopefully you guys, enjoy it. Hopefully you learn something from it, maybe what not to do, right? But yeah, if you want to support the channel, below I got some Apex codes, Bullnox code. If you don't want to, it's all good too. I'm just here trying to share, right? So the strategy in itself, I'm just going to cover it real quick. All we're doing is looking for divergence, right? SMT divergence between correlating assets, NASDAQ and ES. I'm marking out higher time frame PD arrays, areas where I believe price is going to react from, and we're looking for a trade, and that's it. It's simple as that. When I say divergence, it means that one thing is doing one thing and the other is doing the other, right? So something like this in this scenario, right? And today there's an actually really good example of it, so you'll get to understand what I'm looking for. Okay, so with that being said, we had news at 8:30, created this wick. What that overall in my head, and on the live stream you'll hear me say, like, that's my overall target. Like, I see price coming back to this, right? And that's typically what happens. But I was very bullish off 9:30 open, right? Overall, you have here London high, which is the previous daily high. It's marked out by that indicator, previous daily high. Price pushes up into that previous daily high. I had a bunch of fair value gaps marked out above it, right? But I'm not going to get into detail all of that. So we take out the previous daily high and we create our divergence, right? It's right here, right? A lower high on NQ, and we create a higher high on ES. On this engulfing candle, I take a short, right? And this was honestly like the perfect setup. I have my stops extremely tight, and sometimes it works in my favor, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not going to change my stop loss right now. Maybe it gets adjusted later on, but right now it is what it is. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm looking to do, right? Stop tight, bam, TP. First trade was a winner. Unfortunately, I was a chicken and did not hold my trade on half of my accounts and only made like $70 in profit because I was too afraid, because I had, yesterday was a break-even day and I was a little red on the account, whatever. My emotions were running. However, on the other accounts that I let ride a little more, I was up, right? Which was fantastic, phenomenal, and great. So I believe this whole little, discretion versus letting the trade run more is going to help me a lot to get, I guess, faith in myself and the trades that I take. Now, there was divergence right here again, and I called it out, and unfortunately, if you did take the trade, the stop is too tight and you would have gotten stopped out. However, as you can see, the price does go in the direction that you want it to go, right? That you're looking for it to go. So long position, you would need to cover the candle. I'm thinking that maybe I have a larger stop for situations like this, right? And have a smaller contract size, or trade the micro or mini, or however you say it. So I'm playing around with ideas on how I can make this work, because this does happen quite often. But when it covers the candle, it's honestly like a perfect entry. So that was a loss, but I didn't take that trade. The next trade that I took was here. So price action was playing out like this. Alright, so I'm just going to put it at the edge so you guys can see how price action was playing out. It was playing out like this, right? Going down. And then over here, as you can see, everything's going up, right? I entered in a long position at the close of this candle, right? And I kept in mind, right there, I kept in mind this fair value gap that was here. I don't like it when there's fair value gaps, right? So much, or order blocks within my TP, right? Because those are areas where price might react from or bounce from. And since I was already up on the day, I decided to just take my wins, and it is what it is. So, to be completely honest and transparent, I believe that on the discretionary trades, I had it like right here where this gap was, right? And then I believe I exited right when it started pulling back a little bit on this candle. I ended up making a 1-to-1, a little more than 1-to-1. So I closed out this trade positive, even though it should be marked as a loss, right? I am currently up $3,800 on my day, which is way better than the $800 down that I was yesterday, and it's baby steps, and we're moving in the right direction. So overall, that trade was pretty good. I'm sorry, the trading day was pretty good. You can see that we created divergence to the sell side. Where's my thing? So, right, lower lows, and when you're looking at it here, higher, engulfed. This would be another scenario where your stop will be too tight, where you probably need more breathing room, maybe 20 points. I might think of a scenario where you use a different stop loss for depending on the size of the candle, right? This would have stopped you out, but as you can see, price does go in the direction of where you believe it's going to go because of the divergence, right? And then afterwards, there was some divergence down here, but that's after our trading hours. But anywho, overall, you can see that the target was almost met, reacted, and came back up. If you would have held, actually no, you wouldn't. There was no divergence there. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That's it for the day. So I had a solid winner, very first one, and then unfortunately I was a little too chicken. It is what it is. So that's my recap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back here tomorrow, just talking to myself and a few of my friends and trying to trade and see how it goes. Currently we are up, which is fantastic. And honestly, let me see, I'm up $3,800. So 38, when did I start this Discord thing? This started on the 13th. So since the 13th, I got 3,300 and then 2,200. So that's 5,500, right? Plus another 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8,000. Plus another 3. I'm sorry, now it's red day for me. So it's 11 accounts. Is that 3? That's still up 12K. So after that's 12,000. Then up 2,000 sub raised me to 14,000. Then up 1,300, so 14, 15, 15,300. Then minus 8, so I'm like at 14,500. And then 13,800, 14, 15, 16, 17. So overall, I'm up like $18,000 since June 13th, right? So like 18 grand since June 13th. How many days is that? June 13th. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 trading days. It's not bad, right? If these were funded accounts already and I took the same exact trades, and we would be up $18,000. It's not bad at all. And I'm honestly happy with the way it's been going, even though I know that I need to let the trades run a little longer. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling on, because then these videos get too long and sometimes you won't watch them. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. Every single one of you guys. I'll be back here tomorrow. Have a great Thursday.